One Meitei village volunteer killed in fresh gun attack by armed miscreants at Kadangban Part 2 Chingyang, Imphal West District in VRs. Armed miscreants carry out ambush on special commando personnel deployed at Indo-Myanmar border town Mori, leaving one commando injured. Chief Minister Nongthombam Bireen launches state government's welfare scheme for 2024 and calls for joint efforts to restore peace and normalcy in Manipur in New Year ahead. And JCLP's Manipur urges Chief Electoral Officer not to delist displaced voters from Churachandpur, More and Kangpokpi districts from their original voters list. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now the news in details. One Meitei village volunteers was killed in a gun attack carried out by suspected armed miscreants at Kadangban Part 2 Chingyang of Imphal West District in the wee hours today. The deceased is 35-year-old Ningombam James Bond, son of Nandeshwar from Mayang Langjing, Imphal West. His body is kept at Jennings Morgue. He was a former journalist of local daily Naharolgi Thaudang. Impact News sources said James Bond died on the spot after he was hit by a bullet on his lower torso. Locals said Meitei village volunteers have been safeguarding Kadangban Part 2 Chingyang area from frequent gun and bomb attacks by armed miscreants. They said the armed miscreants started indiscriminate firing in the wee hours in which James Bond was hit by a bullet. He died of heavy bleeding then and there before getting any treatment, as it was impossible to relocate him from the firing site. State and central forces have rushed to the area and beefed up security measures to prevent any further untoward incidents.
Moina kumaga imbush tawraga akhoi khungak pa isa isu jingye nongmagi amam chum hasalakna khunja akhoi amata leiroi dore masi miyeng yengbiro sarkar noina kari dorige adu natrabadi akhoi di yengbiraktradi isa asibaje akhoi laujararoi yumda puthajararoi sarkar gi asengba warep to lepiraga akhoi da mateng pangbiro
kari gumba ma irang thorko matamda komeng operation tawba chingda komeng tawhanba aduga chingda tawde tapaka komeng tawda udra pharaga khujing matam irang asuyam thongno matamda khulai la kholo hai maramchi kari marang no sarkar na tawbaje kari pamino sikayam mi kayam hathi ga habano kayam khata ke dabano numayam no penta ba sarkar je ham thalukbiu amboina kumnara kapani.
Meanwhile, Kadangban Mairapaibi women urged government to take action against frequent firing incidents in the state's periphery. Maishnam Ranjana, a local Mairapaibi, accused the central forces deployed in the area of remaining stupefied when the Meitei village volunteer was killed by armed miscreants today. She also appealed to security forces to carry out combing operations equally in both hills and valley areas and not just in the valley area.
Sarkar mamang chahi mamangi tha tarik nipan dagi nipan sujalaba lansi loire ichanti leire harga lauraga ngasi aikhoi gi Kadangban Part 2 hariba mafam asida ngasi gi ahing habadi pung ahunga minute nipugi marak sida khanghaudana aikhoi gi chamnagi khunja aikhoi gi khunbu ngakna na balai jariba aikhoi gi nuksi jaraga ba leiba ki damak ta thawai thaba ki dreba isa inau James mayang langsindagi asi thawai tha ngasi aikhoi gi marak tagi ishor gi khoya tan khre asigum Aikoigi Tamoida, Ningbakai, the Lehauraba, Sigamba, Todoxing Asida, Aikoina Haizeri Madudi, Bunamagna, Santi Lere, Harga Karama Pamda Santi Lebibano, Santi Zit, Aikoi, Losing Loya, the Dingasipa was Santi Latri Aizening, Asarapa Lena, Sierpep Lena, Sugumba Tawaina. Pontha piki ba habasi aikhoi khuding maki laibak thibani amadi sarkarna miyeng changbi pham thoi haiba wafam asi media gi thong dasu wakachari sugum khudong thiba tarma matam da khata aikhoi gi tampa ki loijing loya dana coming operation tawni han hektamak tawba singi lam tadi kari coming operation tawida bana.
Locals of Kadangban Part 2 slammed the government for claiming that peace has come back to Manipur when firing incidents are still being reported in the state's periphery. They expressed discontentment over this morning firing incident which killed one Meitei village volunteer and left another woman injured. The distrust local demanded combing operation in both hills and valley areas to nab the perpetrators. People held a public meeting at Mayang Langjing Community Hall and formed a joint action committee against the killing of Meitei village volunteer James Bone at Kadangban Part 2 today. Leaders of civil society organizations and several people attended the meeting. They took several decisions, including decisions not to claim the body of the deceased person and to hold another public meeting at 11 a.m. tomorrow at the same venue to discuss further course of action. Local volunteer of Singda, Kadangban Part 1 near Smart Talk English Schools rescued two persons who were moving towards Geljang in the Kangpokpi district this morning. The two rescued persons are 28-year-old Pebam Premananda and 30-year-old Haishnam Rakesh, both from Mayang Imphal, Konchak. They have been handed over to their relative at Kadangban Part 2. A combined team of Sagolmang Police Station, 16th, 18th, 22nd, 32nd Assam Rifle, 37th, 38th Battalion BSF and 4th Battalion CRPF recovered huge catch of arms and ammunition during a search operation at the mother red line of Leitang Pokpi topped to Purumd Likli Hill this morning. The combing operation was conducted under the supervision of Imphal District SP Dr. S. Ibomcha. Security forces also destroyed 12 bunkers of Kuki miscreants during the operation. Weapons recovered from the bunkers are 1 CMG 936 hand grenades, 15 tube launching, 12 tube launching rings, 12 HT cards, 4 grenade caps, 16 36 hand grenades old, 1 grenade key and 3 mini flare green card. All the recovered items have been handed over to Saikul Police Station. Armed miscreants carried out ambush on Special Commando personnel deployed at Indo-Myanmar border town Mori today. As per preliminary report confirmed by Manipur Police Control Room, one commando sustained injury in the attack which occurred at around 3:30 p.m. when a team of Special Commando was heading towards the key location point KLP camp of 5th Assam Rifles located 4 kilometers from Mori town towards Imphal. The team reportedly came under heavy attack near Mori College. Armed miscreants attacked the commando team using bombs and guns. The injured person is identified as Rifleman G. Pungkamlung of 5th IRB, currently attached to Special Commando. He sustained a bullet injury on his left leg and was taken to 5th Assam Rifle Camp for treatment. He is said to be out of danger. Chief Minister Nongtuam Biren today launches state government's welfare scheme for 2024 and called for joint efforts to restore peace and normalcy in the state in coming new year. Speaking to media at Chief Minister's Secretariat in Babupara, Chief Minister Nongtuam Biren condemned the killing of a village volunteer at Kadangban Part 2 this morning and assured that perpetrators will not be spared. The welfare schemes announced by the Chief Minister includes Chief Minister's Ima Nongthang Leima Yaifa Tengbang scheme for monetary benefits of 500 rupees per month to women who are above 40 years and are not beneficiaries of any existing government schemes and living without any source of livelihood. Chief Minister's Kungang Ama Sanabung Ama, under which one playground will be developed for each village where no playground is available. Chief Minister's Sportsperson's Livelihood Guarantee Schemes to facilitate players between 20 to 45 years of age in finding a way of life and means of livelihood under the Planning Department. Chief Minister's Farmers Livelihood Support Scheme and schemes for constructions of recognized tribal libraries with digital infrastructure.
ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯊꯥ 7-9 ꯌꯨꯝ ꯆꯪꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯛꯏꯕ ꯗꯤꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁ ꯐꯦꯃꯤꯂꯤꯁꯤꯡ ꯄꯔꯁꯟꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯍꯟꯖꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯃꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯍꯟꯖꯤꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯁꯥꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯃꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡ पैसा DCDCदा पैसा थादोगा युम साबा होननबगी कच्चा गिदा लाख मंगा दुगा सेमी कच्चा गिदा लाख 3 दुगा पक्का गिदा लाख 10 पक्का गिसी कोई तोंगान बे एसेसमेंट अमसु तौरी तसेंग ना पक्का गी लेरंब सिंग दो कोई ड्रोन सर्वे UAV सर्वेस तौरकांदा हानगी लेरंब फोटो करके लौरकांदा कोई रमाय तौना प्रजा सिंगी पक्का साजरंबदो मैक्सिमम कमायना कोई पिसनब फंगनब यागे हाइबगी मवंग कोई कन्ना मदुमसु सीजन गिगनी
Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren launches College Phagat Hansi mission today with an aim to improve government colleges in the state. Under the first phase of the mission, 20 colleges will be covered with an funding of 2.5 crore rupees each for infrastructural development. Regarding School Phagat Hansi mission, Nongthombam Biren said 120 schools had already been covered earlier under School Phagat Hansi mission 1.0 and now under the new School Phagat Hansi mission 2.0. Another 120 schools will be covered. The Chief Minister further informed that a 50-bedded building would be constructed under Mahut to accommodate orphans who are above 18 years of age, and more accommodation will be constructed as per necessities to support their livelihood. He also informed that free rice distribution under PMGKAY to the beneficiaries every month is also extended till 2028. The Chief Minister informed that museums for different recognized tribes had been constructed earlier. Further, recognized tribal library hold with digital infrastructure would be constructed adjacent to the museum, and the construction work will start from January. He also stated that the state government would provide financial assistance of 1 lakh rupees each to every family displaced due to the unprecedented conflict in the state. He said the financial support would be provided from January in 4 installments of 25,000 rupees each.
School git haktagi di fagale right from the pre-nursery ni school faganan jis na mayam hena khangi koi pre-nursery dagi punna tawrto di adamina pre-nursery tawre to class 1 da mu chong bisida ne ba koi soinari se ano hojik de koi pre-nursery to class 12 of school faganan jis plop yaur gi tawre ni aduna koi school faganan jis ki sidai da college faganan si haidana manam di school fagala pagalo ni school dagi laiba mayam do kakhalaiba mayam do college asu similar madugi infrastructure madugi teaching gi leiba facility madugi expertise madugi mayam do leitaba yadabani na ahan bagi wena ko ji pa crore ani makhai thadaraga college kunda masigi koi thaba horogani.
Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit System to Manipur urges Chief Electoral Officer to publish the final electoral roll of 2024 only after ascertaining the actual population growth and infiltration in all the assembly constituencies of Manipur. The committee also demands retention of displaced voters from Churachandpur, More and Kangpokpi districts who are staying at relief camps in the voter list of their respective native places. Speaking to media at JCILPS office in Segaro, Thogdababok, Laikai today, JCILPS convener Thiam Sarat Chandra said special summary of electoral rolls 2024 of Election Commission of India will end on January 1st, and final electoral roll of all the constituencies will be released on January 5 next year. Mentioning that there are many non-locals in Jiribam, Kangla Tombi, Churachandpur, Thangmaiban, Uripok, Sagolban, Wangkai, Mantripukri and Sero, Sarat Chandra urged political parties, their candidates and agents to refrain from adding non-locals in the electoral list.
Myanmar, Bangladesh, Nepal, Demography imbalance Masina maram orakanda Ministry of Home Affairs na illegal migrants sigi biometric details sing amadi makoi akupa information si lokshin nami damakta koi Manipur Sarkar akan ba instruction kya pirak pasu laikhrabani Manipur State Population Commission su lingrabani adubu ahan ba inaugural function tawgraba phawuda commission asi mapung pana thabak tawgidaba commission asigi expert haptuna thabak ningthina pangthok daba haibu chingsi pangtholaga athuba matangi manungda mitop masing yam changlapagi haibagi white paper ama sembiba electoral officer na special summary revision of electoral on 2024 asigi finance publication Pong ringida assembly kendra singda masing kya amne hengalakpa hapchilakki chang asi election officer gi office na mumtana kumna khanaduna tijinba mathok tai aduga phongbi gadabani.
Ojasana Jobber Memorial Trust Manipur organized the 12th Ojasana Jobber Memorial Lecture 2023 at Ojasana Jobber Library Hall in National Research Center, Kanchipur today. The event marking the 78th birth anniversary of Ojasana Jobber was held on the themed Jurisprudence of Constitutional Guarantee to Safeguard Manipur. Managing Trustee of Ojasana Jobber Memorial Trust Manipur, H. Bubon, said Ojasana Jobber's writings on Manipur are still relevant to this day. He said the memorial lecture commemorates the academic and intellectual contributions of Ojasana Jobber. Vice-Chancellor of Dhanamanjuri University, Professor N. Raj Mohan, released the 9th edition of the book titled Maitei Ningthorol, written by Sarangthem Bormani and published by Sarangthem Ajit. Professors from various institutions attended the lecture program.
Guwahati University ki logi wazama woina lakpigraga mahakna tawram wak mayam singa sina Manipur ki futurology mayam se taga thamambadu adu nupa amani hain logjai wazana volume kunthra gi mathakte iroga Manipur past na present volume 1 2 3 4 kumna iramba rights of the oppressed nations ibiramba wazagi international humanitarian laws ibiramba dagi wazagi treaties and documents hari balari singa se akanna internationally reputed oba yamna authenticated oba lari ngatani haiba anosi mayam reference longminaraga wazagi wak ta Manipur gi oiba problem khudima ki solution se yauraga leire masigi wak si da ko changin minaraga Manipur gi physiology asego tung te thimina je haiba wakhalun adu thamjari.
Social activists R.K. Shanayama and many others offered floral tribute to the photo of late N.K. Sana Jobber on his birth anniversary observance at Lamyanba Shanglin in Palace Compound today. R.K. Sanayama said founder chairman of monthly journal Lamyanba, late N.K. Sana Jobber was a revolutionary journalist and a pioneer of investigative journalism in Manipur. He recalled that N.K. Sana Jobber was ever sent to jail for several times for exposing the corrupt practices of the Dane government. The social activist said following the footsteps of N.K. Sana Jobber will help in shaping a better future.
Journalism history da Lamyanba era ki matung da revolutionary journalist ama thorki wasi tamo N.K. Sana Jobber noi kapum Sana Jobber ne mahak 1969 da pan Manipur youth league na form hobiba Lamyanba have a monthly sefong thari sefong adugi founder editor ni Lamyanba sefong da maki top matam du da mayamna northeastern region hariba koina the western southeast asia hai sida da natana India as a whole investigative journalism si mami tam jingai da Manipur da ekoi tamen ke sana jawana investigative journalism gi khudma bu okhibane maning tam le pa si India ki part C state hoina second class state hoina chief commissioner ki district amagi level da rule toramane.
Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee's President K. Megachandra slams center and state government for failing to normalize Manipur even after 8 months and criticized the central government for having no concrete for the people of Manipur. Speaking to Impact News, Megachandra expressed disappointment over the silence maintained by Prime Minister Modi to situation in the state. He said it is almost like giving free hand to violence. The MPCC president lamented that Manipur violence has rendered many people homeless and causes much hardship to people of the state. He urged the government to make all-out efforts to end the ongoing crisis, work towards restoring the state's economy and to ensure the rights of all its citizens.
अनौब चाही लाकपा हाइबसिदी आशा का लोइदना एक्सपेक्टेशन मयाम अमा तौई सरकार सिदगिसु मियाम खुदिमकना आशा तौब ngamba शांति हंजलकप ngamba सेंतुमगी पुथबा नहारोल सिंगी अवाबा रेस्ट्रेस ओइबा मयाम सिंगसे अनौब चाही 2024 ना लाकपसिददी सरकार न कन्न होनबिदुना नुंगाई याइफबा मणिपुर अमा ओइरकनबा होनबदा सरकार गे चौबा दायित्व लहोनजनिंगी सरकारना मसी तुमिन्ना लैथोकबिबदी सुमोय अदुना प्रजागी याइफनकबिदमक्ता अखोय मयाम पुन्ना मणिपुर से तंगदु लैताबा शांति हंजलहनबा अमसुंग अवाना मयाम सिंसे कोकपंगंबा फिबम सोकना लैरिबा लांजेनदना लैरिबा मयाम सिंसे अनौब चाही लाकपसिददी मागी मागी मफमदा हंजलगा युम कै साबा अदगी लाइक तंबा फंगद्रिबा नहासिंग छात्र मयाम सिंसे तंबा ngamba फंगबा ngamnanaba कोइ पुनमना होनमिसि हाइदुना मयाम पुनमक अमसुंग मणिपुर सरकारदा अपील तौजरी.
Political activist Maheshwar Thalnaujam appreciated women folk and volunteers for their efforts in safeguarding Manipur's integrity. He was speaking at his reception program organized by locals of Oinam Awang Lekai today. Manipur Kanbalukt organized the event at Tangleha. The political activist maintained that differences among politicians at this crucial juncture and their inaction over the prevailing crisis will be detrimental for the state. Maheshwar Thalnaujam urged all the elected representatives to work towards bringing a political solution to Manipur crisis. Working Journalists Union Amju and Editors Guild Manipur condemned the arrest of Amju senior member and its former president Wang Khemcha Semjai by police and demand his release at the earliest. A joint press note from Amju and Editor Guilds Manipur termed arrest of Semjai, who is chief editor of Kangle Paki Maira, as unjustified, as he was not given a chance to clarification for the publish and alleged non-factual news. The press note says Semjai should be given a chance to clarify even if his newspaper had published any false news. Amju and Editor Guilds Manipur also appealed to journalists to carry out fact checks before letting out anything as news and to take utmost precautions. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on release of Environment Calendar 2024. We'll be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
In a land where unity is tested and harmony seeks refuge, emerges a beacon of understanding, Mega Manung Hutna. Join us on December 31st, 2023, the last day of the year, as we bring you a marathon discussion that will reshape your perspective. 12 panel members, 12 perspectives, conversing to build bridges and mend the fabric of unity disrupted by recent struggles. For 3 insightful hours, witness a powerful dialogue on the idea of Manipur, Meitei's role in the heart of ethnic tensions. Discover the strength in unity and the Meitei community's pivotal role in fostering harmony. You are cordially invited to attend the biggest event of the year, Mega Manu Hutna, on December 31st, 2023, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. live from Hotel Imphal, only on Impact News.
Best Corporate Hospital amasung Northeast India gi ahanba NABS accredited Medical College Hospital asina miyam the specialist amasung super specialist quality care phanghanabagi pandamda lakliba December gi tang 15 dagi kunthra phauba free OPD consultation camp ama pangthokjaragani loinana investigation staff 15%, medicine, vaccines amasung surgery the 10% concession su phangbigani akupamarol Caesar Hospitals amasung Caesar Urban OPD dagi phangbigani.
Kari.
Washing machine ang tayo gagay.
Yani apa ang badum yung biyo?
No, for delay bro.
Koi choice di offer tong wai siya na saan ni.
Tao di this day delay bro di bising this day da medium mo besides ni hindi gito pa level.
Makal ko din giloy pang gani da. Koi medyo na pizza ibo for si koi 45% for what mo for lay gin. Sige side by side ki free gym low mo madam jana. Koi sige double blow ho jay. Si gym mo free da happy.
Yam phare ni de.
Imphal Heart Institute na experience lairaba full-time cardiac doctor staff sing anowa facility kayaga loinana open heart surgery angioplasty chamnga hena maipak na laying jakre khangauda thabak naba gyan mangba kok ngauba oninglabadi thintha dana chanaba laying hobiu. Choose Imphal Heart Institute for total heart care.
Langshin Biro, Pena Departmental Store, Sagolban, Mabudo Mantri Laikai, Salam, Awang Laikai, Shanghai Tel Road, Miam Gidamak Pangbigani, Tongan ba items sing, grocery, cosmetics, cookeries, household appliances, furniture sing, Apaba Makalki products sing, washing machine, freeze, mattress namade, Laitengi Oiba Makalkagi items sing, Ataba Mamalda, heavy discount pijari, loan gi Kudong Chavasu pijari.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin, and moving on with our bulletin. Forest and Environment Minister Thongam Vishwajit released Annual Environment Calendar 2024 of Directorate of Environment and Climate Change at his official quarter in Sanjinthong today. Minister Vishwajit said the calendar highlights important dates related to environment and it will benefit both public and department officials. Director of Directorate of Environment and Climate Change, Dr. T. Brajya Kumar and staffs were present on the occasion.
Very Sunatana, singing Mapon Kudimaktasu, environmentally Paikal have the activities, botanical garden, the Oro Natratuan Tuanba, spring sources singi, the Tuan activities, Mayama, low and reflector was here to Mayam, Tenavika Duga, and death singing no nomagation corpo, no nomagation corpo, death cow with a gay, out of the side or kind out of mind and lay a quick Urakapakanda, meetings in mind, the Gizuakan, they should call was a machine nona, and an Injana Kanagumba, me Kudiman and Natrakasu, high button missing say, Ninjana, the Akuki, Liba Malemski, or in Akui Manipur, or in a Karibumbakara, Torapamitarana, or Agasu initiative, low Nabagi Aquina, Ninjana Gillam Pekwa calendars, the PS to say, Yam Namru, or in Aquina, Hapsarga, Akutunjabani.
13th edition of T.H. Virachandra Singh Football Academy TVS FA calendar and diary was released today at Hotel Anand Continental in Thangal Bazaar. DSD Delhi National Secretary Dr. Y. Mahendra Kumar, TBS FA President Kurai Lakpa, TVS FA Chief Advisor and Special Manipur Police Commando SP T.H. Krishna Tombi, along with national and international awardee Dr. Savitri Kuman, graced the event. Attendees also observed 2-minute silence as mark of respect to departed souls of Manipur violence victims. Football kits were also distributed to budding footballers at the event. Press note from Meitei Meitei Tribe Union informed that over 8,60,350 people took part in the mass missed call campaign, which began on November 22nd to garner support for the movement demanding settled tribe status for Meitei Meitei community. The union appeals for support in future endeavors. Former Minister and Andhra MLA Talnaujam Shyam Kumar is the new chairman of Manipur Tourism Corporation Limited. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren handed over the appointment letter to the MLA as Chief Minister's Secretariat today. The chairman post was held by Langtabald MLA Karam Shyam, but he resigned in the early parts of this year. Divisional Forest Officer Vishnupur, Green Brigade Manipur, Global Science Club Khoijumand, Green Universal Foundation and Ishok Apunba Club carried out one-day anti-poaching drive at Jawa Lamjau in Asok Makha and small lakes around the Loktak Lake today. The drive was carried out under the supervision of Assistant Conservator of Forest Sukham Ratan Kumar. Green Brigade Manipur founder Ilangbam Premjit, volunteers of Isok Apunba Club and staffs of Vishnupur Forest Division search for bird traps and raise awareness against poaching to the villagers. AFC Sukham Ratan Kumar warned that illegal poaching could fetch them legal consequences. Additional SP Law and Order of Kaching District Police A. Romendro appeals to report all cases related to protection of children from sexual offences POCSO Act 2012 to ensure timely justice delivery. He was speaking at the one-day awareness on POCSO Act 2012 and child marriage jointly organized by District Child Protection Unit DCPU, Department of Social Welfare, Health for Old Organization, Arong Kuno at Complex of Thaubal Children Home for Girls in Arong Kuno, Kakching today. District Child Protection Officer of Kakching, Konjengbamd Anita, Chief Functionary of HFAO Prem Kumar Haigrujamd, and proprietor of Lamyanwa Enterprises Dr. E. Amit Kumar attended the event. Legal Officer of DCPU Kakching, Reena Chanu Murangtemd, was the resource person. Gifts were also presented to inmates of Children Home and Old Age Home at the event. General Officer Commanding Lieutenant General of Spare Corps H.S. Sahi flag of National Integration Tour to Gujarat and West Bengal under Operation Sadbhavana as part of Sam Rifles Civic Action Initiative today. Students from the Kamjong, Imphal East and Technopole district are taking part in the tour. Lieutenant General S.H. Sahi expressed confidence that the tour will give invaluable exposure to the students. Internal Quality Assurance Cell, the Eskula Women College, Konghampat, Numbold, under Directorate of University and Higher Education kicked off 7-day faculty development programs on prospective education pedagogy, question setting and evaluation under NEP 2020 at the college multipurpose hall today. Over 200 faculties from 27 colleges in Manipur attended the event. Eskula Women College Principal Dr. W. Ravindro asserted that NEP 2020 will transform the education scenario of the country. A poetry book entitled Chingnungi Sana Loktuda, written by Netaji, and storybook Irangyaida, written by Buddhichandra Haishnamba, was released today. Fiction and Poetry Club Manipur organized a book release event at Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy in Imphal. Manipuri Language Advisory Board Sahitya Academy convener Professor Rajen Toijamba, former Dean of School of Humanity, Manipur University Professor and Aruna, former Principal of Imphal College Dr. M. Priyavarta, and Associate Professor of Manipuri Department of Manipur University Dr. W. Kumari Chanu attended the event. A handbook on guidelines of Anal festival ceremonies and occasions titled Anal Alumro Thimbru was released at Chamdil Khulend village, Chandul district today. Anal Naga Tangpi president released the handbook written and published by Analong Chief Association. Clubs under All Manipur United Clubs organization to organize a one-day free eye camp at the Kudekpi, Vishnupur district today. Inmates of Kudekpi, Tera Khongshangbi and Tronglaubi relief camps and around 300 locals check their eye at the camp jointly organized by United Clubs organization of Vishnupur district, Kagwa and Kwakta and surrounding villages, United Clubs organization and the Kudekpi Youth Club. Hangam Thabi Youth Club Lilong Hangam Thabi along with Lilong Veterinary Hospital carried out a vaccination drive for domesticated animals at Hangam Thabi today. Lilong Veterinary Hospital Dr. Fazur Rahman and staff administered anti-rabies and foot and mouth diseases vaccine to domestic and pet animals. Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Technology Center Imphal conducted day-long skill development training program for inmates of Sindam Sangland Relief Camp in Moirang. National Institute of Agricultural Marketing, Jaipur, sponsored the program. Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Technology Center Imphal Deputy Director Dr. S. Yoren Tomba encouraged inmates to make quality products to grab the attention of buyers. 4-day free winter activity camp of UNACO School, Khongwan, Imphal since December 27 concluded today. Certificates were distributed to children between 3 to 5 years of age who participated in the camp. The young students were taught social skills, storytelling, vocabulary skills and fine motor skills. A 4.6 magnitude earthquake jolted Ukhrul district yesterday. The earthquake hit the district at around 10 p.m. According to National Center for Seismology, the epicenter was located from some 208 kilometers east of Ukhrul and from below the depth of 120 kilometers. No damage or loss was reported due to earthquake. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. One Meitei village volunteer killed in fresh gun attack by armed miscreants at Kadangban Part 2, Chingyang, Imphal West District in VRs. Armed miscreants carry out ambush on Special Commando personnel deployed at Indo-Myanmar border town Moreh, leaving one commando injured. Chief Minister Nongthombam Birend launches state government's welfare schemes for 2024 and calls for joint efforts to restore peace and normalcy in Manipur in New Year ahead. And JCLPS Manipur urges Chief Electoral Officer not to delist displaced voters from Churachandpur, Moreh and Kangpokpi district from their original voters list. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Vector tutorials. Atienba matamda exam ready oinabagi dama Kwakathel Akham Laikai da leiba Vector tutorials na lakliba